Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever and wherever you may be. Welcome to the Benney Babbles podcast. The Benney Babbles podcast is sponsored by the enhancementproject.co.uk/app, a full package of enhancement programs designed to aid you on a future of learning and living a happier, more fulfilled life. It's like having a life coach in your pocket.
We're live.
It's like having a life coach in your pocket.
It is, yeah.
Knowing that you were a life coach, I'm not going to let you anywhere near my pocket.
Not after the last time.
Yeah. Oh.
Welcome, Chris Davies. How are you,
Hello,
sir?
Geraint Benney. Thank you for asking me on.
No, welcome to Benney Babbles. It's just you to talk, really. Yeah.
Go on, say that again then. The Benney Babbles podcast. Say it 3 times quickly.
Benney Babbles podcast, Benney Babbles podcast, Benney Babbles podcast.
Oh, fair play. Well done.
I've been practicing. Oh, what's your tipple there?
That is Cloudy Apple Craft Cider.
Cloudy Apple.
Lidl's finest.
Lidl's finest. See, no, you were lucky where you've just got Lidl's across the road from you.
Exactly.
But I'm on the
posh stuff.
Posh stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like drinking alone. So I thought tonight I'd have a drink. Like,
where's Staropramen from? You know, the beer. I know it's not Staropramen, but where's it from?
Is it Czech Republic?
Oh, see, I had in a quiz yesterday, and I was convinced it was Austria.
Was it Czech Republic?
Yeah, it is Czech Republic.
Oh yeah, I think I drank it when I was out there. I think.
Oh right, well, yeah, inside knowledge. See,
inside knowledge. Yeah.
They
go now. See, now there's a difference between our beers and European beers.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they're more lagers, but I can drink those.
Yeah.
Over anything like Carlin or any of that nonsense.
If I gotta have a can of Carlin, then it's got to be freezing cold. Because
no, I just can't drink it.
I can't otherwise. But I like this, so I like this. So now I've been enjoying going to I was going to say Spinal Tap then.
well, oddly enough, I wasn't. No, but I was. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was going to mention Geraint Rhys as well, and the fact that I'm ordering now for this weekend.
What are they called?
It's only Geraint Rhys.
Yeah, Geraint Rhys. But what's the pub called?
The Spinal Tap, innit?
The Spinal Tap.
The National Tap.
The National Tap. Of course, in the National Building. Of course, it is the National Spinal Tap. I don't know why I've got Spinal Tap. Yeah, I've been a few times to sample the ales, and I like it. I like.
Can I recommend that? Yeah. You know, if you like the ales, get their bag in boxes. Beers down there. You order them online, go and pick them up on a Friday. All socially, safe and distanced and all of that kind of stuff. But it's then you've got this bag in a box. You just pour in pints.
Oh,
they come in 5 liters, 10 liters, and 20 liters.
Oh, I'd be shit
faced. I might be getting 20 liters this weekend. I've got an extra day off.
I get an extra day off to make the most of it.
Yeah. But it's very reasonably well, priced as well.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it. I went there when after I think it was a DAPA meeting, the DAPA meeting we were talking about earlier with Eggy, and he said, "Oh, do you want to come down there?" I said, "Oh yeah, go on. I would not do nothing tonight." So I went down, and I didn't spend much, but I wobbled up the hill.
Quality stuff.
Yeah, it is, because you don't realize, because it's like, oh, this is nice. It's a nice taste. That's the thing with alcohol with me. I just don't like the taste of it.
Yeah, it's deadly when you like the taste, then, see.
And it's just, I don't like the taste of it, so it just doesn't. But obviously, I like a gin. I do like a gin on its own, or with something else, but only because it makes me quite merry.
Do you like it with ham? Ham, gin and ham. Try that. You gin in a glass,
right?
Splash of water.
Yeah.
And rolled up piece of ham in a cocktail stick. What you do is you dip the ham in.
All right. Yeah.
And you start the gin off the ham, the gin and water off the ham until you've used up most of the gin. Then you eat the ham and on the head with the rest of it.
So you don't use it as a straw.
It's one of the biggest drinks in Paris. And I believe they're quite partial to it in New York as well.
New York, especially now during the quarantine.
Gin and ham, try it.
Gin and ham, yeah. I'll try that. I'll try that tomorrow night. Yeah, plus I'll just have a gin and ham podcast, trying different cocktails with ham.
Gin and ham podcast. Yeah, that'll work. This app thing. Come on.
Which app thing?
You started talking about it before we come on. This app thing.
All right.
How do you work it?
How does it work? Hang on then.
Yeah. What is it? You know, because I'm life coaching through an app.
Basically, it's a learning. It's a learning tool. It is. So it's got a number of courses in there of self-improvement and things how to get over anxiety, stress relief, and all things like that. So there's a number of courses in it to enhance yourself. We got a library of books in there that you can read. There's meditation sessions in there. There's hypnosis sessions in there. And then you get contact then with coaches as well, and it's for $9.99 a month. Now, to go with a coach, you're talking between £100-150 for a session, and again that for $9.99 a month. It's like coach in your pocket.
Do you do like a external then off that, like online face-to-face things?
We can, that is if you want sort of more in depth, we still, me and Craig and the other coaches that we got involved as well, they will still be doing one-to-ones. So the life coach in your pocket should really give you everything you need, and with the guidance that you got, I know.
Whenever you say that, I can't. It's like I can almost see you standing next to me, reaching into my pocket. It's like, oh.
It depends how deep your pocket is, right? And how high you go vibrate on as well. Yeah, so it's quite exciting, really. That it's stress is something that affects everyone. Stress is something that affects everyone, and people, $9.99 a month is nothing really when you think about it, because we're doing.
Well, the thing is, around about now as well, you haven't got the luxury of being able to just pop out.
No, you haven't.
And, you're stuck in with the four walls. I mean, especially if you're on your own, and I find that because I can do stuff, because I can create things just for myself, then I could always keep myself going. But I know there's a lot of people who live for the go to work 9 to 5, and then after that they haven't got it. You take that away, and you're left with just nothing. Wow.
And it's affecting a lot of people.
I can imagine.
Because initially we weren't going to launch it until the summer. But obviously with the lockdown and everything, it stopped all our other work. So we decided, right, now is the perfect time to roll it out. I think usually we release it at $9.99 at the moment, and anyone that signs up at $9.99, that's the price it'll stay then throughout the stay.
Yeah.
But after the lockdown, then obviously the price will go back to normal, because some of there are sort of similar apps out there that they charge £60 a month subscription, like, you know what I mean? And it hasn't got half of what we got on this app, so it's it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Exciting, and then doing this as well. This is I found a niche in the market.
Niche, yeah.
Nobody else is doing it.
Very, very. There's a reason why nobody else is doing it.
Yeah, there's only 1,000,001 people out there I compete with.
What about music? It's been such a long time since, because even before the lockdown, we hadn't really, we'd spoken, but we haven't spent a lot of time with each other since, just after Christmas, I would imagine.
No, you're right. It has been.
I don't even know what's happening with you musically these days. Are you still, or up until the lockdown, was that still a go? Or?
Well, bless you. Bless you.
Just reaction to that question. I'll do it again. I'll repeat the words again.
Yes,
don't mention music.
Well, I'm on hiatus with Infinite Space, but they couldn't cope without me, so they all decided to go on hiatus and create some sort of disease to blame it on.
See, every bad thing that happens in the world in a roundabout way comes back round to you.
Exactly. The world revolves. So no, we released our album. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and that's on Bandcamp.
So I didn't know you. Yeah, and I follow you on Facebook on that. On the Infinite Space Theory.
Obviously, not following hard enough.
I tell you what it is. There's this group button that you can, anything that's associated with a certain person.
Yeah, you just hide it.
And I forgot I pressed that with you, haven't I? I only ever get texts off you because everything else. There's a big red thing comes up in the side of the Geraint Benney alert. No, I don't want to see that. Scroll back.
So that's on Bandcamp. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We've our first guest that we had on Sunday. Bloody show off, no technical issues. No, I don't know if you managed to see the first show on Monday night. It was with Aled.
The first one I caught yesterday's.
And it was a comedy of errors, really. We started...
To be honest, as I was expecting this to be.
Yeah, it was it was half an hour of me babbling, and Alan trying to log on. It was hysterical.
Oh, so very much like the pilot we filmed then.
Yeah. yeah. I struggled to get on as well. Yeah, we spoke about that on Sunday.
How is the merry little gnome doing? Is he coping all right through this all this bother?
Yes. Oh, and he's doing really well. Obviously, he said he's making the most of not having to be out all the time. So he's looking on the positive side of things.
Not going to be the best happening when you're promoted, is it?
No, it's not really. But we've got another gentleman that's dropped us a message as well. No, this is another gentleman I want to get on my show. Definitely want to get on my show. This is Ewan Davis, the son of the legendary Chris Davies. Yeah.
Since he's moved out, it's become my studio now.
Your studio. Your studio. I like it. Look,
there's just keyboards.
Look at us, men in our almost. We're still in the 40s. We're still in the 40s.
More than others.
Yeah. We got studios in our houses now.
Basically, since I'm not doing anything else now, which is bonkers, going from something every night to
doing nothing, yeah.
You know, can't do it.
Yeah, how are you coping
It's come to Saturday afternoons. Saturday afternoons, I lock myself in the bedroom. No comments, please, and play. But I'll spend all afternoon
with yourself.
Yeah, playing with myself in my son's bedroom all afternoon on Saturdays. I spent 2.5 hours non-stop playing with myself last Saturday.
Talking to Ben, yeah. I live under your bed. Geraint trimmed his garden. No, do you know what? Yes, it has half been trimmed. It has. It's got to be finished off. It was done the weekend before he went. Or was it the weekend before that I went into hospital? No, I made Monkey do it when he was staying here before the lockdown. Part of his yeah, you want to stay? Yeah, you can do the garden for me. Yeah, go on.
Can you take your top off as well, please? Did you? Was that the case of it? And you sat there with an iced tea at the top of your stairs, looking down at your man cleaning your garden and stuff, glistening and dripping. Was that what it was like?
Well, you were walking past with it. Witnessed it
quite a few times.
It was glistening lovely in the sun. That Chris is a bastard immortal, looks younger now than he did 8 years ago.
Yeah, right.
It's the hair. It's the hair, it is.
Look how far it goes back. Look at that.
Hey.
That's half my head, that is.
That's fuck all. Look how far mine goes back. Beat Africa.
See, I reckon I've got because I've never really seen the shape of my head. It's always had hair on it. But I reckon I've got a really horrible looking head.
I bet you like Lex Luthor.
No, it's going to be bumpy.
Oh, Brainiac.
It'll be like an asteroid, you know?
Brainiac.
Skin-coloured asteroid.
Oh, we got it. Hi, dude. Hi, Zena. How are you? I hope you're doing well in the lockdown. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, though. Hang on.
What are you?
I'm just trying to cut thing out your hair, and
it looks all wrong from this
think it suit you.
You tell him now.
I think it would suit you. I think, but honestly, keep where you go. Now, talking about hair, I had Cheney on yesterday, and
yes.
And yeah,
you know why you did that, don't you?
Why is that?
Oh, excuse me. Because he's had this idea for a while now to go out as a one-man tribute to Zig Zig Sputnik. These two famous songs that they had over and over again, back to back for an hour and a half. But the way that he changes it up and it doesn't get boring is he dresses in the different outfits each member of the band wore over the space of the year they were famous for.
I like, yeah. I can see him. You could get away with that as well.
Oh, good. I just sicked up a little bit.
Well, honestly, I was
all those backless chaps and things like that they used to wear.
Oh well, he's already done that. We were talking about that yesterday. Me and him went to see Little Britain. Yeah, well, we went to see Little Britain and we dressed up as the only gays in the village, and we had arseless bloody leather trousers on and bloody everything.
It's not an image I really want to think about.
Well, he said he's still got the photos, so I'll have him to send them to.
I don't need it. It's burnt.
If you need
and trust me, what I can imagine is going to be worse than the photos.
No, honestly, nothing's. If they are worse than the photos, then you are perverted.
I've got you now, dressed like that, both of you, walking down the street, just holding hands, just swinging your hands back and forth as you're walking.
I think we did do that at some point, yeah.
Oh, and of course, you would have to.
Oh, I'm glad you're well, Zena. Oh, missing you guys too. Oh, this is a nice one for you. Chris Minus here. He said Sloth in the Goonies. Now, talking about the Goonies,
That's exactly what I
have you watched the Goonies reunion on YouTube?
No, I haven't. I've seen it that it was there, but it's one of those things I just didn't bother with.
Oh, I watched it.
I
say it again.
I never really liked the Goonies.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to Benney Babbles podcast. It's been
There's Blade Runner. Never liked Blade Runner.
I know. I never got Blade Runner either, to be honest.
I should like it. It's my thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know.
No.
Spaceships.
Fuck me! I thought they was turning into Babe Station.
I've got a breast for it.
What else have we got?
Breasts, though.
Oh, I think the photo's been retrieved as we speak. Chris with hair, Bill Bailey. Yeah, Chris with hair, Bill Bailey. Yeah,
yeah,
and when his hair was short, it was Michael McDonald. Especially when you play keyboards. I'll say freedom, shine a light on me. You are the man, you make me want.
I've had Barry Gibb. Barry Gibb, right? When I was working doing the domiciliary visits in the optician. So I'd be going around people's houses who were not well, couldn't go out and all of that. So a lot of them had dementia. So there was this one.
They got dementia.
There was one person I would go and see regularly, this woman, and when I turn up at the door, she'd be at the window looking, and her daughter would be with her as well. She wouldn't be on her own, obviously, because she was quite far gone. Like. But she would get all schoolgirly then and giggly and things. And this happened a couple of times. I'd gone back and forth, and she was all like, this woman was all looking at me and things like that, like. And I'm thinking, well, this is a bit. So the one time I'd gone and I said, look, I hope you don't mind me asking, but is everything all right? I know, you know. She said, well, she thinks you're Barry Gibb. She thinks you're Barry Gibb, but, you know. And then she was joking when she'd said it, but I kind of think that she would have gone great when she said it as well. She said, next time you come, you wouldn't sing her a song, would you? And I nearly entertained it for the sheer ridiculous of pitching up in a Specsavers car with health calls on it, dropping this lady's glasses off to her, and then busting into a verse of Staying Alive, or you know. Oh, I couldn't do Staying Alive, could I? That would be a bit wrong.
No, it'd have to be Staying Alive. Just put the joke back on her.
Or what I should have done. Oh, see, hindsight is brilliant. What I should have done is pulled up outside the house, and as I stopped the car, I turn the stereo up onto full volume, and it's the
yeah.
And I'm walking there, glasses in hand. That's a cool walk as well. That's how cool people walk.
That's how cool. Well, you've always walked like that, though. I've always thought. Whenever I
just go.
Well, whenever I've walked behind you, I always walk to the right of you as well, because I don't want to be punched in the face when you do that. And I've always noticed. I thought, God, he's got a cool walk. In fact, I thought, yes, a good walk. He's going to stretch, but you're going to walk. You're going to stretch. You'll be watching Staying Alive far too much.
I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest. Opening credits, that's all anyone needs to see of that film, surely.
Oh, no, honestly, they're both really good films. Like, they are really both. Which was Saturday Night Fever, the second one, wasn't it?
Saturday Night Fever was the first one.
Saturday Night Fever, right. Saturday Night Fever was the first one.
Staying Alive was in the first one.
That's right.
And that was the big hit song from it, and that's why they called the second one it.
Because the second one Sylvester Stallone wrote it.
Yes.
And he got a cameo right at the beginning of the film as well.
I didn't know that, though.
Yeah, as Dan, there's a thing in like, I think they're in the dance studio or in the theatres, and then he comes out and he does his strut up the street, and he shoulder bumps this guy, and the guy turns around to stare at him. But like, obviously, Danny just carries on walking, but the guy turns around and it's Sylvester Stallone.
Can you imagine being that cool that you can call yourself John Travolta? I mean, obviously for you it's easy.
Well, yeah, he's copied my look now as well. But, I missed that then.
But it's one of those, when you look at certain people, you just know. I know they're actors, and you get them in the you know, they're in the public eye, so they put on a persona and all of these. But there are certain people who you just know. Look, you were cool from the socks up.
Yeah.
And John Travolta is one of those people. Bill Murray is another one.
Oh, I love that man. He is just he's just another level of you couldn't be any cooler. I think he is the coolest man in the world. Have
you seen the film where he plays Hunter S. Thompson?
No, I haven't.
Brilliant. You know Hunter S. Thompson, the guy from
yeah.
Well, it's a biography about him, and Bill Murray plays Hunter S. Thompson. It's brilliant. It's really good.
I'll have a look at that. We've had a couple of messages.
It's really well worth a go. Like.
Well, what's the film called?
I don't know what the film is called.
All right, but I'll remember that. We've had some more messages in from one from you when saying Michael McDonald, the next ball tribute act for Benny. with that voice boxing I bought, I could probably get to this. I still couldn't get that.
You may as well give that a go.
Yeah. Look at the profile pic. The Chinese profile pic. Is that what we're talking about?
What is nude with a guitar?
Ah, right. Yes. You need
the same as you. You got this weird obsession. Oh, can I take my clothes? Great, I'll take my clothes off.
Well, we were born.
Yeah, I'll take my clothes off. Why, great.
We were born naked. We go.
I just don't think you've got any dignity.
It's just skin, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's your skin, and I don't want to see your skin.
We only dress because we're warm.
No, I'm dressed because I don't want to show you my todger.
Again.
My Jiminy Cricket. My Alan Parsons. There we go. Let's have some names. What do you call you?
Names. Big Boy. Roger.
Roger, really?
Yeah, Roger the Todger, isn't it?
But do people seriously have names for their own? Because I know I've mentioned, but it's not something I've never called, my genitalia by any other name apart from, the obvious.
Yeah, no, I haven't got a pet name. I haven't got a pet name for him. He doesn't need a name.
Talking about names, I was thinking about this earlier, right?
Oh, hang on a minute. You have got a name for yours. Your son says.
Have I? Oh.
Yeah.
Jeff Buckley. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's good. But why is it, right, that, well, I can't think of many other, but there's a certain terrible diseases. I've got names that you could actually quite happily call people, like angina. And yeah, angina sounds like a very pleasant young lady.
It does, yeah.
Angina, yeah.
You'd want to take her home to your mum.
Yeah, but angina can kill.
Yeah.
That's yeah. That was just one of those things I thought.
No, I'm in thought. I'm thinking. Well, yeah, that's very true. Any other? I've got any others?
Diphtheria.
Diphtheria. No, diphtheria. She seems nice, but quite a serious young lady.
Gonorrhea. Yes, we should be bringing back these names.
Yeah.
I want to see a disease as the most popular name of 2021.
I'm sure somebody out there is called syphilis.
Well, of course it is. So I've got no doubt that there's people who have just gone, oh, I'm going to change my name now to...
Fancy though, like being... like, I feel quite thankful that my name is Geraint, because it's just a cool name. Like, I've grown into it. But
well, there's certain things you've got to accept as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. It is. You're stuck with it. Like,
yeah,
you know, just stop talking to your parents. Okay, that's fine. You can find friends, but you know, stick with your name. Be who you are.
You've learned to live with your second name being Rupert.
Yeah, Armitage Shanks. Now that's a cool name.
Benney.
Rupert Benney. I don't know. Believe it or not, I think I was before Rhys. I think I was nearly a Rupert. There was a Rupert in school with me. Yeah, he was a dick.
And I bet he didn't get any. He was either really hard or everyone picked on him.
He was really fast. He was.
Ah, well, there we are. That's the perfect combination for someone
tall and fast
who wasn't hard.
If I remember it well.
They were brutal places. Schools, wasn't
it? Too bloody right there.
You went to the boys' school as well, didn't you?
No, I went to the Welsh school.
Oh, of course you did. Yes.
Mr. Cheney has put. He's put on the wall. I think the picture of him in leather chaps.
I've got the leather chaps are in the office. I was cleaning around the other day, and I was, what's this in the bag? Pull them out. These leather backless chaps. Like, it's like,
why are they shouting Roger Ramjet and Ophelia at us? Eggy has said no Roger Ramjet, and Ophelia, you do look like Roger Ramjet.
I don't know. All I've got in front of me is your gorgeous face.
No, yeah. On the side, there's a comment box.
I can see the comments cropping up.
Yeah, you can see the comments. Ali did say as a quiz. Do you remember what Sylvester Stallone's first film was?
Was it First Blood? No, that was after.
No. Was it The Warriors or something like that?
He wasn't in The Warriors.
No, not The Warriors. Not The Warriors. Oh, it was when he played a bit of a punk. I don't know. I'll let you got us on that one. Jack Cheney said he worked with somebody called Jack Goff. and Aled said he once worked with a lady called Philippa Hall.
My boss's niece was called Pretty Saggy. Seriously.
Was she?
She was only about 8.
Oh, I did. Is she?
Because that was about 20 years ago.
Italian Stallion. It was a porn movie.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, well, he must have been soft, but he wouldn't do for hardcore, surely.
Well, he's not going to give a much full if it's soft. surely for it to work, it's got
to be. A ball patch under there?
Is it a ball? Nothing like mine. You taking a piss or what?
No, it's just not.
No, I can't see nothing there. No.
I've just never been able to see at the top of my head before, and I've just realised as I'm looking at that, I'm going.
At this opportunity, what I'll do, I'll just check it up. Check. The millions of people watching.
Dear. It's the place to be on lockdown.
It's what?
It's the place to be on lockdown.
It is the place to be on lockdown. It is the
With Benney Babbles podcast on. Oh, I was going to say Dapper FM. It's not Dapper FM.
On Facebook, streaming live to Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. I've been practicing that word all day.
The life coach in your pocket.
Sponsored by a life coach in your pocket, and it does look at it says at the bottom. It says,
I am in your pocket.
may contain strong language and subjects of an adult nature. I thought I'd better add, so just to cover, cover our asses and burps.
But just having you on it for it's offensive enough.
Exactly.
If there's a visual even if you had a melon and other fruit just adorned around it in the shape of a face meant to look like you, it would still offend.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, you've seen me offend loads of people.
Oh, yeah. The lessons learnt.
Yeah, see, that's the good thing about wearing sunglasses is you don't see anything, but you see everyone that's walking out.
Oh.
I'm oblivious to most of it.
How to cope with awkward silences. Yep, that was the first lesson. Wow. There were so many people who just, it wasn't even a case of they just didn't get it. Like,
oh, yeah, totally. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
and to be fair, we were playing a lot of stand-up when we were doing the Elvis thing.
We were
doing a lot of stand-up clubs, so they were getting and having people coming up and going, "Oh, do you know what I hate? Is people who walk around and they leave their trolleys in the middle of the road."
They were used for format. and then we turned up. We turned up, and they were like, "What the fuck's going on?" What?
So you did to fill 15 minutes full of, and
just
when you finishing a song, and then to have deathly silence straight after the song, and then not even know what we're doing next. That was the panic. When you forgotten you hadn't just died, you died and actually forgotten what you were meant to do next as well.
Oh God, yeah, I've done that loads of times.
You by the collective you.
Oh yeah, all of us. But that's what made it even funnier because we got a. I think people actually thought that was part of the act.
Well, it kind of was.
And it was kind of thing because it was a very relaxed kind of set anyway. It was like we'd rehearse and you'd say, "What are we doing?" And I'd go, well, we'll just sing this song and sing this song.
See,
and I don't know. Maybe I'll say this in between.
I think we should have done it rather than going out with, a guitarist and stuff like that. It should have been just the two of us with a Bontempi organ, something like that. And we do all of the songs with the one chord finger noise and things going along with it. So you got these organ renditions.
You heard it here first, folks.
But that,
the Bontempi tour,
I think, as well.
The Bontempi tour. Aled is thinking, do you remember playing Britain Fenny when the woman who was cooking didn't sell anything and ended up giving you a rider of 200 hot dogs, 100 burgers?
Yes, fantastic. To be fair, every single gig that Aled has put on, he always looks after,
that gig was it was legendary in itself with so many things that went on.
The borderline, you being arrested for,
I wear dark glasses on stage. I point at people in the audience, and I'm not pointing at anyone in particular. I just point at the audience, and then they decide whether it's
not on stage.
Well, yeah, I call them on stage. On stage. That's the idea. You come on stage, but I don't know what I'm looking at. Where I'm pointing at. I'm just pointing at the stage, and then whoever turns up at the gate to come in gets to come on stage. And then, I didn't know.
Brilliant.
I know I'm a presenter, but
it's a shame that no more of those. What were they called now? The Neath Big Day Out.
Yeah.
It's a shame that the ones after it got hit by such bad weather.
Oh yeah. Oh,
because you don't get the weather in this country. You've had it. If you got the sun out and you got a festival going on, cha-ching, you're in. It's going to work out. It's guaranteed to work out.
Alan just said that night 2 people got pepper sprayed by the police. that wasn't that bogus? And in fact,
what was the lineup then?
It was Bogus's first ever gig with us.
Right.
It was Adam, Paul, and you. Yeah, obviously, and me, and but yeah, that was Bogus's first ever. He'd been to watch us and things like that, but he'd never come backstage and. It was
fantastic gigs.
It is. He was like, I don't want to do gigs like this. Are they this mad? Sometimes, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, that was a mad one. That was. I gotta say, I took most of the booze over me.
Here's a question, because I've been racking my brains to try and think of it. But did we ever actually do a gig that went well? We did loads of gigs, but I'm just trying to think, was there any time that we did a gig where it...
No, don't think there was, no.
Brilliant, that is.
Well, I had a sort of what can I call it? It's a plan kind of thing of, right, if you don't overplan the gig and you just go in there with your bare bones,
I thought you were going to say something else then.
Things can't really go wrong if you haven't got a fucking clue what you're doing anyway. So,
you know, all joking aside, when you set out to do something and you're already going into it knowing that, right, these ain't going to get this at all. Like,
oh yeah,
this is going to be fun. It's actually quite good when they don't like you.
Oh, I used to get more of a buzz when I used to get an empty audience, nothing back, because I've got you. You don't fucking get us.
Yeah, this is with the Thursday Night Music Club, when the first gig that we did up in Cumfest. Excuse me. We play in the Globe. We went in to start. There's 6 of us, I think, or 7 of us.
Yeah.
The room is full of people in by there now. So we starts off with one person just going, and then, just going around picking bits off each other, doing this, and then it gets gradually louder, until we got to Eggy will be testament, because I'm sure he was there as well. The noise of 6 or 7 grown men jumping around the stage, howling like chimpanzees at the top of their voice. That stops. We start chanting. By the time we'd finished the first chant, there was only 2 people left in the room. It was amazing. One of the best gigs I've ever played.
Well, yeah, Eggy has just reminded me of something.
Oh, you'd tell of this
Town Hall.
Yes, now I've heard stories of the Glasgow Town Hall. I wasn't there at that point. It was before I had joined in, and every single person involved has told tales of the level of it. The levels of awfulness are mythical.
Well, it all started off. I played Glastonbury in the Groovy Movie Theatre in the Glastonbury Festival, and somebody probably off their tree seen us at 2:00 in the morning and decided that's the act we need in Glastonbury Town Hall for our November solstice kind of gig. So he rang me up, got in touch with me, and he was like, we want to book you. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you want us? Like, I said, because we're not family friendly, really. Yeah, no, I've seen you. Brilliant. So booked us wherever. So we travel up to Brecon, to Glastonbury, get there, and it's just it's like it's a family. It's a family function. Is kids doing recitals and ballet things and stuff like that, and then we are headlining now. No, they say, no, come back at this. I said, we've got to set up. So we had to rush set it up anyway. When we got on, I think it was at 9 o'clock. It was finishing at 9:30. So we'd run late. So we get on stage. Now, the stage was slanting. So Gene is on the drums. I got Gareth on keys. It's Gareth on keys or bass? No, yeah, Gareth on keys.
You're going to be on keys.
Hall on bass.
Hall was on bass.
And Chris Summerhill on guitar. Right? So we start the show, and as you know, like I said, it's not adult friendly, and it's very rude. And I ask people to get up on stage with me to cook burgers and everything like that. So I start the act, and it starts all right. They're looking at us a bit strange first. Why is this bald guy dressed as Elvis with no pants on? And it's like you could see a few people getting up and start leaving, and then I'm looking at the boys, and Gene's playing away on his drums, and they're sliding down the stage, and he's pulling them back, and he's playing again, pulling them back. So we halfway through the set, then I do the bit of I need somebody to get up and cook a burger with me. At this point, the place was half empty. At this point. Everyone I pointed at, come up on stage, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegetarian. Oh, right, okay. Suppose I'll cook it on my own then. So I carried on with the show. I just went through it. Autopilot. Autopilot got me through it.
Did you get paid for that?
Yeah, 250 quid, and they put us up in a hotel for the night.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Do you know, I do wonder sometimes, because there's a couple of bands that I've played with where you get booked on private, dues. So it's not a pub that's doing it; it's someone's party. It's a wedding or something. So they booked you, and they go, "Yeah, great, you'll be brilliant in it." And you turn up, and of course, the only people who like you are the people who booked you. The rest of the room couldn't give a stuff.
There's a story. Aled booked me for one gig. Just Elvis on his own with some backing tracks, right? That's all it was.
With sausage rolls and strippers, was it?
Well, it was around that time, but we didn't. But it was a charity gig. It was, and I'm like, "Are you sure?" No, he goes, "No." He said the one woman had come to see us, and she'd seen our videos online and thought they were hysterical. Oh, I've had Elvis boy to be there. So I said, "Right, okay." I think it was the Monophonics who were on after us. Or what's that? The Stereophonics when we used to do.
That's it, mate.
And oh yeah, that went down like a bag of shit. I pulled somebody up on stage and I sang fantasy to her, like, and spraying bloody
that was
spray over her. Well, this is what yeah, she was nappy. She got up halfway through the song and walked off. Oh, that was hysterical. We got some messages coming in. We've had let's have a look what we got. Johnny Enigma. I was a Brecon Jazz at the Clarence.
Of course, I forgot we played there.
Played at the Clarence twice. The first ever full band of Elvis when Floss and Harvey was playing with us. We played there, and then when we go back together, then as our setup, he got in touch with us and said, "Why haven't you told us you're back together?" I'm like, "Well, we're back together." So he booked us again. Yeah, that was a really. Say it again.
It was a good band, ours.
Yeah, it was a good band. It was a good band. It was a really, really good band, and it was what a night. Yeah, again. Yeah, it'd be nice. I haven't played the Brecon Jazz since I haven't been since then.
Clarence, I think for the past 4 or 5 years we've played it with Spirit of Boogie.
Yeah.
Great venue. It's easily the best venue in all of the Fringe.
Pinch my spot.
I haven't touched anything.
No, it'd be I'd have to go up. They got brilliant food. You want to go up in the week, you want to, and have food there.
Yes, I've seen the food there when it's there, but it's always been a bit too busy.
What else have we got? Czech was bang on. Yeah, we spoke about that yesterday. So was the Con Club with the nurses. Oh yeah, all of them. There's so many nights.
There's stuff that are from the Con Club on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. When we turned up at Glastonbury, they didn't have a PA.
So how did you manage it?
They had to go and find one. No, I think we borrowed it from the pub across the road. Because after we left there, we went back there and we done a set there as well. Like,
really?
Yeah, we went back there and we done a set there. You know, yeah, it was, yeah. And then we walked back to the hotel steaming.
Yeah, great result.
Nick Geek. I was one of the two left, only because I had to stay with the PA.
Oh yeah, that's the Thursday night music club in the Globe.
Oh, the see, it's genius. Just run through these quick. Me and Charles as Undertakers are, yeah. Honestly, easiest jobs in entertainment. All they had to do just stand there.
Yeah, I remember trying to get Eggy to do arrange and organise something.
Dance, yeah.
Oh, bless him, innit? It was like what you would imagine a chimp would look like if you were trying to teach it to dance. I would try to go with them.
That's why I don't dance. That's why I just shake my legs. Aled, true story. Philip Morris Industries at one stage, yeah, they wanted Elvis as the face of the new cigarette. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah. Why not? Hotel. We checked into at 3 a.m. Oh yeah, they wouldn't let us in. They wouldn't let us in because we hadn't gone previously to like check in and then go back out. We just turned up at 3 a.m. We threatened to wake everyone up in the hotel if they didn't let us in. So he let us in. Yeah. Nice. He was a nice young man. We bullied him a bit. I'll have a word with Roger at the Clarence. Get you back. Well, there is only me, but we can get Infinite Space Theory there. That'd be cool. In fact, Johnny's come to see us quite a few times in with Infinite Space. I think he's come to Jack's to see us, and he's come to see us in Swansea as well, and somewhere else. So yeah, thanks, Johnny. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you know, if you're on hiatus with Infinite Space Theory, can I have your cape?
No, but look what I got you. Look what I got you. Wait, where have I put it? Here it is. I got, as you know, I bought lights to go around my cape. It wasn't a success because it was these ones you can see here, these neon lights. And but I thought, right, I got to try different tact. So I bought this stuff.
Right.
To go up along the up and down, that bit, the wing parts, and the flashes as well.
That's going to be awkward.
No, I've worked it out.
Dots you can stick on it, man.
Say it again.
Whatever way I want to have a go on that cape. I couldn't believe it when I watched it. You were down in Swansea, I think it was, and there was some YouTube video up there, and you're away he's singing away, and I'm thinking, oh, that's a nice cape he's got. Oh, God, I like a nice cape. I
know. I knew you'd be jealous of it.
Like the moment when Lodi were playing the Eurovision Song Contest. Yeah. They'd already started the song. They were their makeup, and you got that hard rock, hallelujah, and they're singing away like, oh, this is awesome. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And then all of a sudden, poof, wings. It was like that moment. You were singing away, and then these wings come out. I'm like, what? If I was near, I would have punched you.
Honestly, we bought them. I went to a festival last year called Between the Trees. Yeah, Between the Trees with the Egg and Janie and Dawn. And I'd seen it on the first day on the stall. And I was like, oh, how much are they? And I think she said like 30 quid. And I was like, oh, I'm not paying that. I've seen them cheaper on Wish, but I can't be asked to wait a month. But I'm still not paying. I'm still not paying a thing. So I kept an eye on them all weekend. And as the weekend was going down, you could see they would start, some of them were starting to go. And then there was one there then all day on Sunday. So I went as she was packing up on the Sunday. I went, you still got these wings then, this cape of you? Yeah. Oh, I said, give you 10 for it. She went, yeah, okay.
Like some kind of fashion vulture.
Yeah. I was like, yes.
And picking up the dead wood.
But I think I did actually give her 15 quid then, like I felt a bit bad because I thought, well, they 12 quid on Wish and I would have had to wait in a week, so I go on. And she didn't have any change.
Well, but she's trying to make a living.
Exactly.
Like you arguing the toss over.
Didn't have to take her home, or did she? Cash is much lighter than a cape.
Perhaps she would have run home with it. Well, lockdown. It's in lockdown now. Get Sean to film you out of the window, right? You running down the middle of your road because there's no cars on the road with full wings. Go on.
Me up. Do you know what it reminds me of? Is one of my favourite films as a kid, because Frank Spencer was one of my heroes growing up, and all of a sudden,
Condo Man.
And then Michael Crawford made this film about a super
brilliant film,
and it's like Condo Man, and it's like, oh my god, yeah, and that's what it reminds me of. That cape is Condo Man.
I saw that in the Aberystwyth Grand Theatre.
I seen Grease there, and Superman I seen, and Star Wars in the Rex.
Star Wars was Merthyr. That was, and I remember watching it because I was so excited about going, and the fact that I could eat loads of sweets, that I was sick everywhere.
No change then.
No.
but now it's cider.
Yeah.
It's still sweet though. Eggy has just said, oh no, Elvis asked me to stand in as an Undertaker in Brecon Fringe, which I obliged. My brief was to stand there for an hour, and I lasted 5 minutes. Just stand there for an hour. All you're going to do, just stand there for an hour. Yeah. Don't do anything. Just stand there. Okay.
Couldn't even stand still in time.
No. Oh, genius. Yeah, he would like I'm sure he would like Infinite Space. It is different. It is unusual, but really cool. The cape at Between the Trees, and when I bought them, my eyes didn't stop rolling. He knows. Condo Man.
Tucked in.
Yeah. He was. Oh, yeah. That's bonkers. But no, it's how many bands are you in currently? Like, well, not currently because you're not in any at the moment.
I think it's the 4. 4, is it 4? Possibly 3. Creek, Boogie, Beans, Scarcasm. Still doing Thursday Night Music Club, but we haven't done anything for a while. So 4 really.
4. Bloody, hang on, I got to.
But they all tick different boxes, we see. So it's not like I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it. Each one is needed for their own particular reasons.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm the same. I do the mad different things because they all different. I've got to put this up. You're both in your 40s. Stop talking about capes.
You wait till you're 40, son.
Eggy and Johnny remember Condo Man. Johnny seen it in Swansea Cinema.
In fact, I would have made Ewan watch the Condo Man when he was little because it was on telly, and I was like, right, we'll have to watch it. So he must have been about 10, and it still holds up.
No, it really does. I have 2 proof
That chase
T-shirts.
in the car in his condomobile is brilliant.
It was ahead of his time. That film was.
The only shit is when he's flying, because he's clearly just hanging there on a big crane.
On a crane. I have 2 proof T-shirts in the attic for EP and TU front and T-shirts lying on a pool table of the Duke. The rest of the table.
Oh, right.
Oh God, yeah. It was just they were. Was it the one where we done 2 on the pool table, didn't we? Where they were just lying around, and then one giving birth.
Yeah. I like the giving birth one.
The giving birth one. If Aled, if you got the proof T-shirt, I want those T-shirts. I want a T-shirt of me giving birth on a pool table with it's all your faces that makes it though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Imagine it. You on a pool table giving birth. You can't see what you're giving birth to either.
No, you can't. To the imagination. Because that was going to be an album cover. That's what we done that for. It's going to be an album cover.
It's like a warship. You've got a gun barrel. Look out! He's gonna blow.
Bogus coming out.
Oh, dabbing. Is that dabbing? Is that what they call it? Is that what the kids call it?
Dabbing, yeah. Dabbing.
Is that what? Like that? What? Go on, you do it. Hey, see, we're cool.
Yeah.
Talking about cape dabbing. We'll be twerking next.
Yeah, we should be talking about. No. I tried that. It didn't put my back out.
I love getting it. Great.
Owen reckons we should stop talking about capes and start talking about what K-ROMs we're going to be going into.
You should start worrying about how much you're earning, boy, because you were paying for it.
Oh well, it's Tag Ban it is.
Yeah.
Come on, Ewan.
Which ones are the ones?
I told him I only want bit parts when he's mega famous. I said wait till he's mega famous, and I just want bit part. I want like Stan Lee parts in all his films, like just the guy walking down the street that trips over or something. Just something I don't mind.
That's how it works. Actors can usually get people into all of their films to do little bit cameo parts.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, especially when they get famous. Like, come on.
Are you doing any? Obviously not at the moment, because of the lockdown stuff. But were you doing any Pobble?
I was, yeah. I was filming right up until that weekend, really, and then they put the lockdown down, and then it was like, I got to work. So it's been, and we don't know what's happening with that. They might be going back with like Skellington crew, Skellington crew, and putting them all in a hotel, so they're all together, so they're not mixing with. So so they just stay as a unit. So that's one of the suggestions I believe that's been scouted around. But whether I would be in that category is a different thing altogether. I doubt it very much, unless they're probably doing most of the outs because there's no need for doing the pub because the pub should be shut anyway. So yeah. I wouldn't be involved there, sadly. No, my luck. I've caught the coronavirus and they've killed me off.
But at least you get a funeral.
Yeah. At least I get a funeral. Yeah.
You go to your funeral.
Yeah. No, they probably just go. I was getting his funeral today. All right.
Oh, Christ! So when are you gonna be?
No, me and Carl have got to get together to edit the film that we filmed.
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. So we're gonna try and do it via screen capture and stuff.
It's only been a couple of months, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Well, it was the week that lockdown started was the week that we were supposed to have started editing it.
All I'm hearing is excuses.
Yeah, Carl. All I'm hearing is excuses. What's he saying now? Touche hippie man. Hang on a minute. Do you know this lady?
No, never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
She sounds a bit stalkery.
She even changed the name to the match she was.
Ooh, weird.
So what once the sort of lockdown is sort of back to normal, what's your plans like?
Well, I'm hoping it doesn't go back to normal, to be honest with you, because I've found, although it's obviously, been a bit shit, not being able to do things, it affects a lot of outside aspects. But from a personal standpoint, it's been pretty good. I've had the time to actually do things for myself. So I'm not usually I'm doing something every night, playing with, or taking part in some kind of extracurricular activity. But now there's not. I'm actually spending time to do something rather than just the things I'm used to doing. So
I know you. Yeah,
a little bit more,
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're saying. I've managed to sort of do some things that I've been putting off for a long time.
Yeah,
and it's like, do you know what? Come on.
And when we go back to it afterwards, I'm gonna try to be aware that I don't want to get back to where I was before it, where there was too much going on. It's just stupid. I realize, but you get used to it, so you don't know it.
It's like a drug, really. It really is, because you get addicted to that busyness of doing things and create. Especially when you're a creative person, you got to have an outlet, and there's always that fear. Because I've been through it, where you come to a dry period, and I know you've probably been through it as well. You come to a dry period, and there's no bands happening. There's nothing. Everything seems to be, and it's like, and you fear that's going to happen. So you grab when people go, oh, do you want to do it? Oh, yeah, that sounds cool. Go on, and I'll.
But I also found that in the past, because it wasn't long term enough, I hadn't fallen into a routine of doing stuff for myself, like writing. I haven't. Like, the lockdown has meant that I'm 2 songs down that I've written myself, then another song written with others. Now, I haven't written a song on my own for years and years and years, because all the songs at the moment
are with other people. Yeah, they covers. Yeah.
So we're writing them together.
Yeah.
But actually, have 2 songs that, I have I've written everything in. I haven't done that for a number of years because I just haven't had the time to do it. And so it's been really nice.
And it is nice. Like we've written together, chart topping hits. Well, Amazon chart and that day. Yeah. That's what.
It's still a chart.
It's still a chart. That's true. Yeah, we did reach.
And we
did knock Slade off the chart, top of the charts on the Amazon charts. We did.
Might only be for a week, but we did.
A day, I think it was. But
I took a photo of that as well, a screenshot.
I've got a screenshot of it somewhere as well.
Showing us number 1 and Slade and number 2. Brilliant.
At the big time.
Yeah.
One day. The I forgot what I'm saying. Oh yeah, writing. Right, like I was writing with the band, obviously. Infinite, but that's something I want to try and sit down. My problem with writing is I sort of got into a mindset for writing for Elvis. So everything that I try and write turns out
Elvis-y.
Rude. Yeah. Rude, basically. And I'm like, I'm trying to write a really nice song here. But it's like, so I've got to try and get out of that. I'm still in that kind of mindset of writing for.
Just a schoolboy at heart, see?
I am. It is though. It is, and I can't help myself. I am a child. I am still a child, and it's things like that. make me laugh. They make me laugh. It's the same if I'm walking down the street and somebody falls over. I know it's not funny, but it makes me laugh. I can't help but laugh because it is funny. I'll go and ask them if they're all right, and I'll be concerned. And
laughing in their face,
but I'm still laughing. But I'm telling them, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's a nervous reaction, honestly.
Give me your hand. Do you have a little buzzer in your hand then as well? Give me your hand.
I think that's what it is. It's a nervous reaction. When I get nervous, and when I was in school, if teachers were shouting at me, I'd laugh at them. But it wasn't that I was laughing at them. It just was a nervous reaction, and it was either laugh or cry. So it's like, I'm not crying, so I'd laugh. And it's like, but I've carried that on into my adult life. And anything that's cringy is just, I can't help it's like, that just hurt that, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, because it didn't happen to me. So it is funny. If it happened to me, that's not funny then. No.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to put the heating on in here. I'm boiling. I'm sweating.
I can see. Yeah, with your fringe, you can see. It's like you've just come off stage.
Oh, I can't cope. Where's the powder?
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't Kath do your makeup before you came on?
She did, but it's ruined now.
Well, we're just saying before we actually came on here that what we should have had is Marley come in throughout halfway through the interview, just appear over your shoulder, and had Kath to come and drag her out, come in on her knees and drag her out like. Well,
that's kind of what happens anyway.
That's what normally happens anyway, is it?
She's like some kind of like little cat or a tiny little marsupial pet kind of thing that just crawls up for more attention and comes up from the side, and then Kath will have to come along to get it off me. It's lovely.
No, I tell you what I've missed that we haven't done for ages is camping.
Oh, yes.
I don't mean, for the people that are listening, I don't mean dressing up in ladies' clothes and dancing around. But though while we are camping, yeah, we do that as well, yeah. But yeah, I haven't been camping. I think, well, obviously the last camping I went was with Egg, when we went to Between the Trees Festival, and I haven't been since. Well,
I don't think there's much chance of it this year.
No, and that's the one of the things. It's a bit like, oh, no, we'd be all right. We're in different tents. we keep 2 meters apart, and there's nobody around us. Honestly, we go in the middle of nowhere. But it's I camp. Yeah, Chinese just put up camping as soon as possible, and it is. I enjoy camping. It's nobody bothers you. There's no, it's just...
Yeah, get a fire going. I said, sit around the fire. Brilliant.
Drink some beers and talk shit all night.
Mm.
Like, it's a bit like this, really. But without the fire.
Yeah.
I'll get a joystick going in front of the smoke, comes up just in front of the camera, so it looks...
Yeah, that'll make a difference.
My feet are smelling at the moment, so I can I'm taking my shoes off.
You're not wearing anything on your bottom, are you?
No, nothing. Yeah, I'm totally naked. As every person that does the news, totally naked, totally naked from the waist down. If for anyone that's watching now, or listening on a playback, and if the news is getting you down and it depresses you, just think of the news readers naked from the waist down. Makes your day much happier.
Or turn the news off.
Or do what I do. Don't watch the news. Don't watch the news. Get it all from Facebook, because Gladys down the road knows exactly what's going on. Somebody released today on Facebook the government's 5-step plan of getting out. The government don't know what it is yet, but Doris on Facebook, she's got the full copy. She have. What we got here? Motorcycle helmets to keep the nuts off. Yeah. And that's what the fire's for.
Or
That's why
you make your own nat repellent.
Take your own nat repellent.
No, you make it. You see, it's really easy to make.
Is it?
Yeah, you get water.
Water.
Oil up some lemon rind, so that all the oils come out of it. You know, the zest.
Yeah.
Bit of oil in the water then itself. Something like walnut oil or just not. I suppose vegetable oil would be all right. It's just you'll smell like chips. And then a couple of drops of menthol. Brilliant.
Oh, see,
and it'll last all summer long then, that will. Not well.
It didn't wash in between.
It didn't wash anyway. But no, there's stuff. You heard your first, folks.
We could have done with that when we counted up the country park in the clearing because there was loads of nuts that day. I got home, I was bitten to bits. Nuts. I just made myself laugh then. I'm not having a wash. Sorry.
You're not telling
simple things. And
you do all the time now. When you're on your own, you just sit in the living room and tell yourself jokes.
What do you mean now? That's what I've always done. Sean asked me the other day when we moved the living room round. I got loads of books.
I didn't realise this was a quiz. Boom! The living room round.
Hang on a minute, I'm going to write that down. That's one for Benny and Egg, Alice. I can't even spell round. He was asking me about. He said, he said, have you read all his books? I mean, majority of them. And he's like, there are. I got lots of books. He goes, what? You've read all these joke books? And I went, I can say yes to that one. I have read probably every single one of those joke books. Most of them have all got the same jokes in and similar thing. But yeah, but the thing is, if I could remember them, I could be famous. But I'm shit at remembering jokes.
You could have a hair as well, but that's haven't happened.
No. Oh no. I don't know if you've seen the other day. Facebook, for some reason. Which one of us? Both of us. Both of us.
To each other.
Yeah. Brokeback Mountain.
I wish I could. I can't remember what the line is now. Damn. I wish I could get over you or something like that. I've never seen Brokeback Mountain.
Haven't you? No, I have. Yes, I did. I have seen it. Oh, talking about films and behind you, with the Hulk on your shoulder.
Yes.
I watched Planet Hulk yesterday.
Oh, the cartoon now.
Yeah.
It's not. I urge you to read the graphic novel.
Yeah.
Much better. They changed in the cartoon for some reason.
Well, I'm not. Well, you as you know, because you're a big comic book fan and you like the Marvel films as well. Thor Ragnarok was based on.
That's right there.
On it, wasn't it? And there was lots of scenes in there. I'm thinking, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. See, it's a bit where obviously the Hulk is fighting with something, but it's not this. In Thor Ragnarok, it's the Hulk and Thor, but it's the basically same move. It's shot by shot, frame by frame, kind of similar. Like, and I was like, oh yeah, good. I really enjoyed it. Fair play. And I've started running out of films and things to watch now because I'm really fussy about what I watch, and if the first 2 episodes don't capture me, then I drift off.
Money Heist is quite good.
Money Heist. Yeah,
it's on Netflix. It's a Spanish crime heist thing.
Oh, right. I think I've seen that advertised.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Now, I was saying, I seen the chain the other day that The Boys
Oh, it's good. I enjoyed that.
I've been quite enjoying that. But then I went obviously, like I said, I went into hospital, so I haven't picked it back up since then, but I need to go and pick it up.
The graphic novels are brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that's your job. You got to make enough of your homemade nut repellent for everyone.
Summer, I'm throwing a load away because it hasn't been used. Can't keep it from year to year, you know.
Well, no, but we can all. Oh, do you mean we can't share it because of social distances?
Oh, of course not.
Unless we make our own sanitizer, and then we can swap. We can be like chuck them to each other. No, maybe no.
What?
I don't know.
Are you tired?
No. Get off. I that's one thing I got plenty of is sleep. I'm having far too much sleep. I'm trying to go to bed early, but if I go to bed early, I'm just lying there. So I end up getting back up. So I might as well just stay up until I'm like and then I don't get up in the morning. I'm trying to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I set my alarm for 9 o'clock, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I get up at 9 o'clock. Sometimes it's like 9:10.
See, I go to sleep. I don't have problems. If I go too early, then I will wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But if I go to at the right time, lie down, close my eyes, deep breathing, and just think of some kind of story in my head that's not real, and I'm gone within seconds.
Oh yeah, well generally mine is the same thing. If I go a bit early, then I wake up. And then I can't go back to sleep. That's my issue. I go into sleep. Once my head hits a pillow, I'm out like a light. But then I'll wake up in an hour, and I'll be like, I'm awake again.
Did you ever think, being a young self?
I've never thought anything, Christopher. You know this.
but as your younger self, that you would ever get to a point in your life where you're having a conversation about sleeping?
Well, strangely enough, when I was 8, I used to have this little book that I used to write things in, apparently. And I found my mother gave it to me the other day, and I opened it up, and it says, Geraint, at the age of 47, you and a friend are going to talk about sleeping on the internet. So, yeah, I did.
Yeah, but it is definitely a thing, though. You notice you've got to double check yourself sometimes. You're talking about something, and then after you've said it, you've been engaged in this conversation and enjoying the conversation as well about a subject that you go along, and then you think, "Oh my God, what are we're talking about a bad knee or something, and we've spent an hour talking about how bad my back is, or
bad the weather is. Oh, it's nice weather, isn't it? Oh, it's lovely today."
I always thought I was going to be exciting and vibrant, and
you are you are Flower. You are. To me, you are. This is why we got the background on that we got on today, especially for you. That was designed.
Exciting, vibrant background,
because it's exciting and vibrant. And then I give you a choice. And which one did you pick? The exciting and vibrant one. Not that the other ones weren't exciting and vibrant.
It clearly matches up with my soul.
Well, the dark bits.
No, the exciting and vibrant bit.
Oh, right, of course.
On the outside, I look like a haggard old sack.
Hagrid. You don't look like Hagrid, Chris. You don't look like Hagrid.
I was getting
so. What are these songs? What are these songs about? And are we, as the listening public, going to hear the Finnish articles at some point?
Well, probably. You're gonna probably turn up with Creek, the ones I've done, myself. And the Cool Beans one will be out very soon, because we've done that as a lockdown tune.
All right.
So basically, one track was filmed and played. No one had heard it before. And then everyone and every member put their bit on separately, so it's all writing their own bits to go with it. Words done the same, so I'm just waiting for James Parr's
star.
Yeah, his little section, and once that gets to me, we've got everyone there, and the video will be released.
I should look forward to that.
It'll be our lockdown effort.
Because I do. Oh, hang on a minute. I need the ended the broadcasting. They should move that button from there. Oh. Haggard old sack. Is that a film?
It's a country song. Haggard old sack.
No, I pay money. I pay money to see you doing country and western. Seeing you in cowboy boots and a Stetson. You win. You know,
and is that all?
You know what to get it. Yeah, that's all. Chaps.
Oh.
You know what to get it for Christmas now, we win.
I used to have cowboy boots.
Did you?
Yeah.
I would love
cowboy boots, and then I had jeans that had metal L brackets.
Ooh.
All the way down the side. I'd sewn all these myself, all down with there. Then I'd have my t-shirt when I'd cut a V into it and cut the sleeves off it, and then my ninja gi jacket with a beer towel sewed onto the back of it and cut.
I believe there's photographic evidence of this. I believe there's photographic evidence of this. Was this in the Zephyr days?
I've seen them, but.
No,
but good luck. Trust me.
No, I remember you in the day, and yeah, you could have got away with that look. But I've always, excuse me, I've always wanted to get away with cowboy boots. But because I'm short and stumpy, they just don't look right to me. They look like they come up to my knees. Because I got short legs, and because I got fat calves, they really tight, and I just look like a dick, to be honest.
Like, that's not
well, strangely enough, that's what the guy in the shop said. But no, I've tried a couple of times I got, oh, they're nice. Even the short, the ankle cowboy boots, the bit shorter ones. I thought, oh. Right, I'm going to try them on. No, I'm going to stick with my Doc Martens. But I'd love to have a pair of cowboy boots. I just look ridiculous.
I was thinking, right, earlier on, when I was coming on by here, because you didn't have anything, what are we going to talk about?
No,
just go.
Just go.
And I know you were talking with, I nearly forgot his name then, Cheney.
Easily done. He's such a quiet. He's such a quiet guy.
Tom. So fair enough. No, but I was thinking. Well, do you know? I can't remember the first time I met you. I don't actually know how we met.
Yeah. Thinking of it myself, I don't think there's a. I think we just drifted into each other's lives, Christopher.
Into each other's arms. I think it might have been the first time. Might have been the Clyde Cider Festival.
Could have been like I knew you and you knew me. We used to say hello to each other and things like that, but we'd never really spoken or anything. And yeah, I think he would have been around about then. And then all shit broke loose.
I was hoping it was really going to be a really interesting story of how we met.
I can't remember.
Wrong.
No, I'm trying to think of. We were both probably drunk.
Pretty much a given.
You were both probably drunk. Yeah, I think we just appeared in each other's lives, and it's been a love affair ever since.
Say it like that. God, I'm roasting in here. I've got the window open and everything. Someone's got the heating on.
You're blushing, you are.
Oh, I know.
It's because you haven't seen me for so long.
Only you can do that to me, Geraint.
Look at it. Look, hey, folks, look at this. You know, he's taking his clothes off. Yeah, we got another one. Same year, Mr. Davies. I don't remember meeting him either. No,
it's some kind of Matrix thing.
I was just going to say to you, you've been MK Ultra. Do you have? All of you have. I've come from a different planet, and I've just been implanted into your brains, whether you liked it or not.
Well, I don't like the thought of you being implanted into me.
Don't like.
Oh, forcibly implanting yourself inside me. That's just wrong.
That's mad, that, isn't it? To my best friends, have no clue how they met me, but then
we're all trying to blot it from our brains.
Yeah, but then that's the same for me. It's like, yeah, I can't remember either. We just sort of, we were just all, I think we just all there, just in the scene. I think in the music, in the scene, when the scene was worth being in. Not that it's not worth being in now. Obviously it is, but there's not as big a scene as there used to be, which is quite sad because that Aberdeen was always somewhere to go for.
You're sounding really old now.
Oh yeah, it was always somewhere to go for, good music and a good night out. I mean, like me and Che were talking about it last time with the Con Club, but like you had Deckers, you had the National Connection.
Never went to Deckers.
Never went to Deckers. Once I ever got one. Was it once? Yeah, once I ever went to Deckers and I got punched in the face, so I didn't go back.
I'm glad I didn't go there. Yeah,
it was. I went. I was working at Tatchis at the time. It was Christmas, and we went there, and I think I'd what's the word?
Pissed on someone?
No, well, somebody. I pissed on the chips. Apparently, yeah. I'd said something to their girlfriend, and they didn't appreciate it, so he punched me in the face.
Right.
I can't. I couldn't remember. I didn't know that I'd been punched in the face till the next morning because I was quite drunk. Until I woke up in the morning with a sore nose, and then the boys told me what had happened. I was like, I've never been in Deckers. They were like, yeah, we were there last night, and you got punched in the face. It's like, oh, right, that makes sense now. Why my nose hurts? I thought they'd just fallen over, as you do when you're a young lad. When you're 18, yeah. 17, 18, you want to take on the world. I still wouldn't change anything.
No, we were having this conversation the other day about looking back at things that have been rubbish, and especially at the time, when bad things happen, they seem like, oh no, this is the worst thing ever to happen. But then when you look back at it, then you go in, well, it's still been one of the events that has brought us to where
where we are now.
So if you were to change that, would that change where I am today? Well, it would change because obviously the butterfly knock on. And where I am at the moment is pretty, all right. It's the same thing as everyone. We can all do with a bit of money. We can all do with a bit of this, bit of that. But fundamentally,
as long as we learn lessons along the way, then I think we become better people from it. And there's pointless. I wish I hadn't done that. Say it again.
When are you going to start then?
What's that now?
Being a better person.
Oh, I'm beyond health movement. That's why I released an app. It's all an illusion. Excuse me. Eggy says, I don't remember meeting Chris either, though I presume it was at a creek thing.
I met Eggy on a gig, first of all.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a knob, like. And I don't mean he had it out and I was admiring it. I honestly thought, you're being a bit of an arse. And it took a while. It
was he really drunk?
I don't know. He had that demeanour that he used to have, that little sort of cocky sort of...
Boy about town, like.
I'm the big I am kind of thing, and
full of spunk.
It made me cower. And then when I actually got to know him, I realised that, oh no, that was, I got it completely wrong. He's really a big cuddly bear.
He is a big cuddly bear. He still won't let me touch him when we go camping.
You can't lay your arms around him anyway.
No, you wouldn't. What are we? So look. I don't remember meeting Chris either. I assume he just disappeared in your life as well, dude. Yeah, he just. Cheeky prick. Never been a cocky cock in my life.
I don't know what gig it was, do I?
What gig was that? He's not going to sleep tonight now. You know that, I don't know.
It was on a coach. That's all I remember. We got on a coach and went to a gig.
He loves you now.
It could have been. No, it wasn't. That's because I didn't go in a bus for that one. King's X, perhaps. Can't remember. No, I'm not even going to bother.
Amberlin.
Yeah, it was some gig or other.
That's was she? Yeah, Amberlin. Didn't she marry a king?
Yeah, she was had her head chopped off, didn't she?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, so if you wanted to be a King's X tribute, you could just go to Zamberlin.
I'm just going to leave that there.
As the tumbleweeds drift down the road. King's X supported Anthrax at St David's Hall.
That was it.
Apparently you were right knob that day, Egg. You were a right knob that day. I can't believe that, dude. Because of all the time I've known you, I've always thought you'd be a lovely gentleman.
Crawler.
I gotta do a bloody weekend show with him on Saturday morning. Oh, and I hope he's got his things ready for Saturday morning as well. I want his favourite TikToks of the week. He's got to send them to me, so I want them. And to anyone that's watching now, if you haven't tuned in on a Saturday morning to something for the weekend with Benny and Egg, we go live on Facebook and YouTube at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, no music, just us talking shit all morning. Great.
It does sound fantastic.
So, but I want us to make another. I got another film I want to make once the lockdowns. I was trying to think of a film that
you should do it on your own house.
Well, I was thinking of doing one of me doing a kind of a thing. So I was writing a bit of that today, but I wanted something to write something sort of to do a film, but I just send people bits of dialogue, have them to record it, so they don't know what the film's about either until I edit it together. So I'm trying to find find the right story for it really for it to work. But well, exactly. I got plenty of time. Hey, I've learned how to podcast in the last week. I've been learning loads of things and learning Photoshop stuff, so I can do stuff on the back.
I know it's good, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
When I was younger, this learning malarkey was pain in the arse.
It was a pain in the arse. Now, what's all I do? I've got two audio books that I've got ready to. Well, I'm listening to the one. So I want to finish that tomorrow so I can start the other one. But this got delivered today. Positively Unstoppable, Diamond Dallas Page. Do you remember Diamond Dallas? He was a wrestler, he was.
Oh God, you were a wrestler.
But no, basically, he didn't start wrestling until he was in his 40s. And so he's an old man when he started, so he already had injuries, things like that. So I think he wrestled 10 years and he'd done something to his back and they said, you'll never wrestle again. And he was like, well, look, it's the only thing I know. I've got to. So he started doing yoga, learning yoga. And through doing yoga, he built up his core strength. And so it's give him help with his back. And now he's got this full, he makes millions out of it, his own yoga thing now out of this. And there's a video on YouTube of him helping this guy. There was a paratrooper, a big fat guy who can't walk, and he helped him get back to being like this. And now this guy runs and teaches yoga, and it's a really quite an inspirational little book, like. And I was watching him. He was on Joe Rogan. He was on Joe Rogan ages ago, but I was watching the One Pack, and he was on about his book. So I thought, might as well get it when I'm locked in. The one thing I got lots of motivation for certain things, but then I have no motivation for other things, if you know what I mean. Like exercise, and staying healthy.
But watching programs on UFO and conspiracy theories, I could do it all day. And wrestling,
and wrestling. You know, I love my wrestling. I can't believe that I pulled that off last year. I really can't believe it. I big shout out to Craig and the guys at Vertigo for letting me make a dick of myself and become a wrestling star for the day. It was.
But it's one of those things you can tick that, there we go.
I've ticked it off my box now. So I'm going to commit to this, honey, because it's something that I want to do. But I want to do a parachute jump. I've been wanting to do it for years. I was going to do it last year, but then I can't remember.
Right up your poop shoot.
Oh no! I done a bungee jump.
No.
I done it in Asda's car park.
What, off the top of the the trolley
thing? Yeah, they had this huge
little elastic band.
Monkey is watching us as well. Yes, Diamond Dallas Page, Monkey. Monkey, one of Monkey's favorite wrestlers. Yeah, got his book. You can borrow it when I finished it. Or the Ultimate Warrior. Emma Bumford. We're on about wrestling.
Oh, he didn't.
The wrestling day, yeah.
All day, did he?
Well, no, she came to watch it. So it was. It's the first time she met Emily and Moggs and that. So no, was it the second time? I can't remember. Second time she met.
Yeah, we've already established no one can remember the first time.
No, nobody can remember any of the. No, that's very true. It's in the There's a glitch in the Matrix. There's a virus in the Matrix. The coronavirus is affecting the Matrix. But that was. I had to go down to Swansea and do some training with them first, just to prove to them that I could sort of fall over and not hurt myself, because that's the idea of wrestling: is fall over, make it look like you've hurt yourself, but you haven't. And I fell over and I hurt myself. I just didn't tell him. Because
they wouldn't let you do it otherwise.
They wouldn't have let me do it otherwise. Yeah, I walked out just like, fuck, my back is like, you pick me up and throw me on the floor, like. But on the day, luckily it all went well, and it was amazing. One experience. I entered a Royal Rumble, or Battle Royale as it was, but it was a Royal Rumble to me, and it was Stone Cold Steve Austin that checked me out. In my mind. Yes, you'd only just started going out with me, and he made me go watch him doing wrestling. Yeah, and as Elvis, yes, yeah, and you stuck around, so that's what I'm saying.
It does make me wonder what sort of person she is.
Well, she's doing her psychology degree, and
there we are. She's got material for years with you.
Exactly, I think that's what it is. She was that. Hang up, now. Test subject for you.
She's writing a book. She is. when you better hope she doesn't release it, because when she does, you are gone, mate. You're off.
Yeah, after the. No, we were joking at the beginning about Emma thinks that's funny. Yeah, that's true as well. We were talking at the beginning about old people's homes. You said about Ewan putting in the right. Now, I don't particularly want to go into a home like when I'm in bed all day. Well, though that's
not going to be any different than what you do now.
Exactly. And I get my dinner brought to me as well. And bed bath.
Geraint. It's not like that.
It's not like that. Oh,
It's not like those Thailand ones.
No, they're still gonna wash it. No, no, no. I always I remember used to speak to Gaffer and Patrick, like, and we used to say, "Oh, couldn't wait till we get to 65." Going to is it St. Myers in town?
Yeah,
it's in the old age centre, like, and just going on day trips every week to Scarborough and Torquay. Yeah, it's like I can't wait. Or not so much like I said, an old folks home, but like a retirement home where I got my own little area. But if I want to come and give a bingo with you guys,
it's a very own little area.
Yeah,
come to my little area.
I can make my own cup of teas and things like that, and entertain now and again.
Cups of tea, not cups of teas.
Cups of tea.
Come on.
But yesterday, when I spoke to Cheney, I'd prepared. I had a flask of tea because I like drinking tea, and I thought I can't go a whole interview without having a cup of tea. And I thought I'd make one at the beginning, but that'll last me like 10 minutes, and then if it's a long interview, I wouldn't have tea. So I made a flask, and I drank a lot. No wonder I couldn't sleep last night. I was peeing.
I seem to pee regardless. Yeah, again, we've moved on from talking about our bad backs and sleeping now, and on about peeing at night. This is how old we are.
I've been to the doctors about this, and I thought because I thought there was something wrong. Like, it was just like every night for weeks, like just getting up and having a pee, and just told me, "You're old."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting old, but stop drinking caffeine before 7 o'clock, after 7 o'clock, because it makes you pee. And I'm like, oh, that's what I like, drinking tea. Put a film on, cup of tea. So I'm on like 18 cups of gin now instead.
Sacrifices we make.
Helps my sleep, though.
I would imagine so. Murder on the blood pressure.
Oh, what's this? Yeah, you're right. I'm a subject.
I know. I'm going to have to be making a move in a couple of minutes because my out of battery here.
Well, Eggy can go to St. Myers from July, apparently. Oh, because he'd be 50.
Is it 50 you can go there from, is it?
Is it? Oh.
Surely not. It's got to be 60, surely.
And Chris Davies raising the standards of live interviews once again.
Good Lord, Marnie. Hope you're doing well in the lockdown, boy.
Well, thanks to everyone that has commented, and most of all, thanks to Chris for coming on Benney's Babbles podcast. We've almost done 2 hours, dude. So I think that's enough a boost to people's ears for now. I'm back on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with the Enhancement Project TV with Craig over on the Enhancement Project page. And I'm also back Thursday night live on Facebook and YouTube at 9:30, where I'm talking to Charlie Batt about his life and what he does with white collar boxing in Wales. So yeah, Chris, thank you very much for being a marvelous guest. You've it's been a pleasure having you on. Again, thank you to everyone for tuning in, and hopefully speak to you all soon. This will be available for listen back on Facebook straight away, and it'll probably be on YouTube tomorrow morning. So if you want to go over to YouTube and subscribe, please do, because more people are subscribed to my page. It gives me more access of things I can do. So go over, subscribe to Benney Babbles on YouTube, and I'll speak to you all soon. Ta-ra!
Bye.